to agree on the same now either. Imagine two observers of a speeding train and the other standing next to the train as it goes by. I don't know, Doc. That's bad, Marty. As the center of the train passes this observer, two bolts of lightning strike at the front and the rear of the train. Now, the flashes of light from each strike reach him on the ground at the same time. So he concludes that the strikes were simultaneous. I mean, obviously, right? We know that the light from those strikes traveled the same distance to his eye. The speed of
Not a
light.
vacation.
So what does his friend on the train see?
It's go time!
From his perspective, the train is moving to
Tamio gets it. He doesn't get it.
away from the flash.
Come on,
The
look
light
at this
from the
place.
flash hits him before the light from the flash
Wild grass. Up the
we
flash
draw
on
a
the
very
right.
different
It's wild in the
conclusion.
sewer.
The front flash happened first.
Can someone get Walter a towel,
Because of
please?
one important
Too exposed out
no
there.
matter where on
should
the
get to high
train
ground.
or on the train,
You just need to
the
learn
light does
how
not
to
change. It is universal everywhere.
Look at that.
And you only use it. From the perspective of the person on the train, each pulse of light travels the same distance from other to other. So if the passenger sees one flash before the other, they can only conclude that the front flash happened.
God damn it. Damn you, John.
Correct. But what Einstein showed with special relativity is that they're both correct in their own reference frames. From different reference frames simultaneously. Let's look at that train from a different perspective. This time, the passenger was
Yay, oh sorry, I got distracted by the damn animation.
on the ground. The light from that flash reaches each end of the train simultaneously. On the ground,
Sure.
from their perspective, the back of the train is moving to catch up with the light from the flash. But on the other side, that light has to catch up with the front of the train. From the perspective on the ground,
Oh, yeah.
light strikes the front of the train flat. Again, two observers don't agree on what is simultaneous, and they are both right in their own reference frames. If we are moving relative to each other, your frame of reference, there will be
Oh damn it, you getting hungry? Ah. Oh, I can pick first. No, sure not. I'll try Raph.
Today's
Nah.
not gonna be easy.
Oh yeah.
There must be one moment on this planet where every experience tells three-dimensional universe.
This other guy, I think this other guy's gonna carry us. Oh, good luck, buddy.
Stick by your healer, you hear?
It's about that.
This moment, this way of thinking about the universe is called presentism. But the present is what is most real. And most people thinking might be wrong. What do people think of the laws of physics?
Yeah, this is very Call of Duty.
In the laws of physics,
Oh. Ah, knocked. I shouldn't have raced in front of him. Ah.
This is what some call the view from
Contact the target.
Nice. Yeah. Maybe not pistols. Let's try.
All moments in time are real, but some we understand better than others. Speaking of understanding, let's use the Space Runner here. It's quick and fun. We observe light. Imagine a flash of light in space. A second later, that light bulb. Round 2. You have your target.
Let's explore this way.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Yeah, he's over there.
That means someone here.
Repair.
Here inside the car.
Come on with you. Say hello. Getting some
We can see in the past universe. Our future
I think it's all up to you, buddy. Ah.
we can't interact with or see or even know about. There are moments in time and space that this is
no skylarking. They're about to win.
Alright.
moments here are neither past nor the present. If you're feeling a little disoriented right now, I'm realizing now that this is the universe. But don't worry, it gets weirder. Now we're in some time brain. Do that. 3. Expose their information. 10 to 50 milliseconds of information from the eye to reach the brain. Another 100 or so milliseconds before we can take action on the basis of that information. During that target over there. Information behind where the ball actually
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Whoa. Yeah, sorry man, this is like the third time I've ever played this game.
the instant of the flash, the white circle is actually completely inside the ball. This is the flash. Why was I waiting next? Well, thinking back to catching a ball, it fits with what we might expect. That our brain is predicting where it thinks the rain will be. That we are living in the past, and our brain is guessing ahead. But this isn't what's happening. Psychologist David Eagleman set up a modified version of this experiment. Everything leading up to and including the flash is the same. But what happens after the flash changes. The ring either continues around, stops, or reverses. And here is what people see. Again, everything leading up to the flash is the same as the original experiment, but we were really using the past motion of the ring to predict its future motion. We expect the same result as our original experiment. Our brains putting the... But that isn't what we see. What we perceive at the moment of the flash depends on what happens in the future of the flash. This is really strange. It means that the moment our brain calls now depends on information from the future. You know, this is starting to sound like we're time travelers or something. A better way to look at it is that there is physical time.
Oh,
And there's time that we make up.
so Sorry, I pushed one button.
How in the world?
Let's see, not inspect. Yeah, man. Buddy, how do I make you party leader? Oh, I don't report the player. Buddy, how do I make you party leader? Okay. Should be. Yeah, I'm leaving. Alright. Should be easier than that, but you know what. Alright, let it.
Only it's not in case someone says a bad word or has a wardrobe malfunction. It's because of all the information from different senses and places reaching our brain at different times. Our brain having to decide which bits of that information happen at the same time. It feels like all of our senses across our body are unified. That what we hear, what we feel, and what we see are all in sync. This is a feeling created in our brain. And there's a really simple way to demonstrate this. Just touch your nose and touch your foot at the same time. I mean, I feel those as simultaneous, but I mean, the signal from my foot many milliseconds longer to reach my brain than the signal from my nose just by sheer distance. Your brain waits.
Ain't afraid to match but lose. That would be a
Time to
job.
win.
Seems that our brain creates a
Wow.
conscious experience. This also means all people like me live further than we have. To see if the sound from a starter pistol or a flash of light would make them off the line faster. We might travel more quickly than sound. But they were actually faster in response to the sound, because auditory signals are processed faster than visual.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then why doesn't that work?
Let's land here.
Yeah, man, what's up?
Here we go. It's a long drop.
I'm not very good. I'll find the white person to talk to.
That can be hard to do. I'm playing Apex with someone. Whoa. Yeah. So what's been happening, Connor?
Fucking a hell of a lot. Just work. Park movie out.
Is it? Oh, cool.
Yeah, you might like it. It's only on if movies go. You won't find it on anything else. Not even on Watch Cartoon.
Huh. Surprised to hear that. Is it good?
Actually, nowhere.
Is it good?
It is, but I was having trouble playing because
Oh, because you're going to
everyone in the
weird
house.
sites.
No, the site's good. It's just the everyone decided that it needed to update stuff and download games and everything all at the same time.
It's always the way, isn't it?
That little extender that we've got is rubbish. So I need to get a new one. I didn't get to watch the very end of it. I fell asleep. I chose it because it's as they call it, a TV movie. Yeah, not an action movie. It's a TV movie. So it's 1 hour long.
A TV movie, is that what that means?
I called it. Yeah. Not a movie. It's a TV movie.
Time is actively constructed by the brain. Whether
It's
in our minds or out in space.
It seemed alright. It's basically all about what happens when COVID's finally over.
Oh, yes.
And change can happen at very different
Yeah,
times.
it was alright.
There's nothing in
I need to
the
rewatch it
brain
because
that says there is one
I started watching and I fell asleep at 12:30.
Thanks for joining me.
It's a 1 hour movie.
Whatever it is.
Oh, you poor thing, man.
paying. I don't know what channel it was released on.
It'd be Comedy Central, surely.
I don't know. Because, like I said, it's not even on Watch Cartoon. Surely it definitely goes there.
Do you reckon someone like, maybe it's a fan made?
It's all legit. Pretty sure. Looks legit. Even fan made stuff would be on Watch Cartoon.
Really? Oh
Yeah. No, Watch Cartoon's got stuff from
Not
like
sure it's
Hugo.
out to be much.
yeah. Nice.
Salad thing. Yeah, no, it might be worth a watch. I want to watch it.
I'd be keen.
Got the ability to Chromecast, so.
Yeah.
Hey, just because you have smart TV doesn't mean you can Chromecast.
No, I've got like this workaround. Samsung has Smart View. You can mirror your phone with your TV.
Yeah,
That does.
That's very great.
What?
That's kind of shit. My parents have Smart View, and there's a delay through certain things. It's noticeable, very noticeable. It just does weird shit.
Yeah. Oh.
And it seems to really fucking create congestion.
Extended heavy mag here.
Because it's like it's downloading a video and buffering on one device, but it's also sending all of that data back through the router to another device. As opposed to Chromecast, which just directly downloads the file onto the TV.
Hey, look, I realize this. Yeah. I realize it's not an ideal situation, but that's my workaround. Not everything. Yeah, Chromecasts.
Spotted. Taken fire.
Yeah, start with my parents.
Ah, god damn it, I'm not.
Why are you playing? Earth brought that around.
Yeah, man. What was that?
Why on earth are you playing Apex? What brought that around?
A friend of mine wants to play that.
Someone I know?
No.
The only person I know that plays Apex is Connor.
Yeah, no, he's on GTA.
Certain people still play that.
It feels like a hyped up
Kind of.
yeah, kind of.
I couldn't get into it. Not that I gave it much of a chance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hang on, I got a call coming through.
Alright, cool man. Hey, thanks for the chat. See you about that. It's probably Ravi.
As a simple integer ratio. And an ancient Greek named Euclid was one of the first to notice that. This Euclid guy was big into in fact, most of the geometry that we learned in school is named after him. It'd be a pretty big deal to get a whole section of math class named after you. So around 300 BC, Euclid wrote a book called Elements. A collection of
No, it's okay, man.
was known about math at the time. And until the 20th century, it was the best-selling book ever other than the Bible. Euclid noted there was one special way to divide a line, where the ratio of the whole to the longer segment was the same as the ratio of the longer segment to the shorter one. And that ratio is 5. Well, Euclid called it the extreme and mean ratio, which sounds like what happens when I make a bad tweet. The names phi and golden ratio, they didn't show up until almost the 20th century. Anyway, the Greeks and mathematicians of that time, they didn't think of numbers like we do, to them, was this ratio, just like to them pi was 3.14159, etc. Circumference to its diameter. This is literally the golden ratio, and you can do some weird stuff with it. The ratio of the long side to this triangle to its short side is, you guessed it, phi. This is a golden triangle, also called a sublime angle to that triangle of 72, 72, and even like 6 degrees. Now, if I divide one of
Oh, you're a good guy.
a small triangle there, then another golden triangle with the same angles and all, and that other triangle we just created, one golden triangle, stick two
Target spotted.
let's overlap two. Add a smaller golden triangle on the side. Golden rectangle. If we put another golden rectangle here, and then we decide that, that makes all the shape called the golden spiral. That looks familiar. That very soon. Is 1 plus 5. 1 5 minus 1. These are weird.
Nice.
Okay, fine. So what? 5's weird. There's infinite numbers, so some of them are going to be a little strange. What makes 5 special is that it shows up in a bunch of really unexpected places that are pretty far off from geometry class. Or at least people claim to find 5 in a lot of unexpected places. And this is the really interesting thing about 5, because as cool of a number as it is on its own, it's achieved this almost mythological status. I mean, this is like the Elon Musk of numbers. And many people say because we find it in so many places, it must just be a coincidence. It must be a sign of some deeper secret about the universe. Well, where does the real story of 5 end? Because one person responsible for the mythological status of 5 is this guy, Leonardo of Pisa, aka Fibonacci. Around the year 1200, Fibonacci was responsible for bringing Hindu-Arabic numerals into common use across Europe.
Open supply bin over there.
That we use today.
Never mind.
0 through 9. And merchants quickly realized that arithmetic with these was way easier than Roman numerals, which is what everyone in Europe was using at the time. So, to teach people how to use these new numbers, which had actually already made use of for like 1,000 years, Fibonacci wrote a math textbook, Liber Abaci, which just means the book of calculation. This book was full of math problems that teach people how to add, exchange currencies, and divide and multiply with these new numbers. And tucked inside chapter 12 was this weird problem about rabbits. One male and one female. No rabbits. Starting from the 2nd month she's alive, every female reproduces each month, making a new pair of rabbits. One male, one female. So how many rabbits will they produce after 1 year? You can pause, take a minute to work it out if you want to, but it ends up looking like this. You might notice
Incoming care package.
Each month, the number of pairs is equal to the sum of the previous 2 months. And after 12 months, you have 144 pairs. This is the famous Fibonacci sequence. You can carry it on forever. Just add the previous 2 numbers to get the next, so on until the end of the universe, or until you get bored. The reason that we're talking about the Fibonacci sequence in a video about the golden ratio is because as you go on the Fibonacci sequence, the ratio between numbers gets closer and closer to 5. In fact, any sequence of numbers that follows the Fibonacci rule, adding the 2 previous to get the next, trends to 5. Like this set, the Lucas numbers. Follow the pattern and carry it on, and the difference between the terms all trends to 5. I know, it's weird. But Fibonacci never made that. A guy named Johannes Kepler.
Great, already inside the ring.
The same Kepler who figured out the math that explains how planets move. Pretty smart guy. It's after that, when the Fibonacci sequence and 5 got together, that it really took off. People started knowing these numbers were more than just numbers. The truly mind-boggling aspect of 5 was its role as a fundamental building block in nature. Plants, animals, and even human beings all possessed dimensional properties that adhered with eerie exactitude to the ratio of 5 to 1. 5's ubiquity in nature clearly exceeds coincidence. That is how one of the greatest writers in all of history. Five, the golden ratio, the divine proportion, whatever brand name you want to give it, really show up everywhere in nature? Or is it our pattern-sensing brains making us think that we see it everywhere? Like when you notice a license plate,
Death box over there.
you suddenly start seeing
Never
out-of-state
mind.
license plates more than you used to, or think you used to. Well, let's look at what people claim to be the human body. It's claimed that the ideal ratio of a person's height, the distance from their navel to their feet, probably got the Great Pyramid.
Whoa! Whoa,
You are the
that was
Apex
good.
champions.
Whoa!